Hello, my wonderful, intelligent, super smart students. This is your dose of English. My name is Anastasia, and I'm with you guys because it's a new season to get ready for tests. Hopefully, a lot of you are planning to enroll in fall 2023, and hopefully, I'll be here on your journey to help you with everything you need on the way.
I love it.
Today, we're going to discuss 5 common idioms that you might need whether you're doing TOEFL, IELTS, or DuoLingo. Feel free to use them in writing, speaking, or in your daily life to sound more fluent. The first one we're going to discuss today is to get cold feet. So what it has to do with your actual feet? Are you feeling cold? Do you need a pair of socks?
Very funny.
Well, no. To get cold feet means to be scared of doing something that you had planned to do. Imagine you had planned to do something and you didn't go through with it because maybe you thought it would fail, maybe you didn't feel confident enough to do it. Let's say I was going to start my YouTube channel, but I got cold feet and never recorded anything. That's a great example of cold feet. Often you can get cold feet before the test. You had scheduled it, you had planned it, but you never showed up because you felt like you're too anxious and you just cannot do it. The next idiom that I want to discuss with you is something that none of us should ever do, and it is to cry over spilt milk. This idiom is interesting. It has 2 ways of spelling. Some people say cry over spilt milk right here, and others say cry over split milk. Both versions are correct. Feel free to use it. So to cry over spilled milk means to regret something, to feel sad about something that had already happened. We have no control of that. We cannot change it. Imagine you had failed the test, and instead of studying and trying hard and trying to retake the test, you would just feel like complaining and not studying much and not doing anything and telling everyone the test is very hard and you cannot do it. You're crying over split milk. It doesn't make sense to do that, right? So whenever you feel like you're crying over split milk, go back, revise your studies, and hit the books. Hit the books is the 3rd idiom that I want to discuss with you today. Have you ever studied so hard that you want to punch the book? Like, I cannot study this anymore. I've been studying for 20 hours.
Has there been some screaming and yelling here?
Yes.
Well, no. Hit the books, or hit the books is actually a very positive idiom, and it doesn't mean to punch the book literally. It just means to study hard and intensively. And that is something that we all should be doing before TOEFL, IELTS, DuoLingo, to prepare for all of the tests mentioned before. A good example of this one would be if somebody's asking you out to go see a movie and you're like, no, I'm going to hit the books tonight, which means I'm going to study intensively to pass my test.
Hey, that's kind of exciting, right?
The other one might be really familiar to a lot of you, but I do feel like it belongs here in the top 5 idioms that you need to know for TOEFL or IELTS or DuoLingo because I come across it so often that if you haven't heard of it, it's really useful. And it is to break a leg. Maybe you've heard people wishing each other to break a leg before an important event. Often actors, actresses, before the performance, they say break a leg. So are they being mean to each other saying, hey, I hate you, you just should break a leg so I can get the role?
She didn't know. In show business, we say break a leg, never fucking good luck.
Well, obviously not. To break a leg in English means to wish somebody good luck. And when you wish somebody good luck, you can say, hey, break a leg before the test. So that's what I wish for all of you guys. Break a leg before your test and you're going to do great. And the last idiom for today is very easy and very suitable for today's video. It's to call it a day. What does it mean to call it a day? Do I have to pick up my phone and call a day so they can help me get through the day?
No, I'm tired from battle.
Oh no. To call it a day means to finish doing something, you feel like you've done enough, you feel accomplished. Let's say you hit the books really hard, you've studied for a couple of hours, and then you feel like you need to go to sleep or need to go rest. You can say, well, let's call it a day. After studying for a couple of hours, I realized I cannot do all my homework today, so I decided to call it a day, and I'm going to proceed tomorrow. To call it a day. Let's have a quick recap of 5 idioms that we've learned today. Here they are. You have cold feet, to get scared or anxious before doing something you had planned. Break a leg, which means good luck. Cry over spilled milk or cry over split milk, to be really upset about something that had already happened and you cannot change it, so don't do that. Hit the books, study intensively. And the last one, call it a day. To end the activity, terminate the process of doing something, to continue tomorrow. That's it. Hope you enjoyed today's lesson. I hope these 5 idioms will be very useful in your next test. Make sure to write them down so you don't forget it. Subscribe to my channel for more content. And it was great to finally see you again. I'll be back later. Bye-bye.